there Capricorn, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your intuitive love reading for November. And Capricorn, in this reading we just look at all things love, whether you are single or in a partnership. We see what the message is that wants to come through. Sometimes you can kind of look into it through both lenses, and sometimes it goes more one way than the other. So what we're going to do is get started with the Journey of Love Oracle from Alana Fairchild. I will then be drawing you an overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot, and then using the Rider-Waite for the tarot positions. So let's get started. These ones are more kind of conceptual messages, but they're quite beautiful, these cards. So I just see what comes through intuitively as each one comes out. Rings of Time. Interesting. I mean, I guess with the Rings of Time, I kind of think of those cycles. I'm thinking Scorpio energy, you know, we're just sort of on the cusp of coming out of that now. And sometimes, you know, it's like a seasonal thing. Sometimes a relationship or a love goes through rings of time, goes through seasons. You may have heard me talk about this before, but, you know, we have that spring where it's all new and fresh and we're planting new seeds in it. We have a summer where we're in the height of the romance. A winter and fall and winter, where things start to die down, and we kind of have that we have that option to, you know, plant new seeds there for another harvest or take them elsewhere. So maybe you are, you know, at a ring of time. This could also talk about karmic timing as well, with, you know, meeting a partner also. Well, I have acceptance here. So this could be accepting maybe that we are at a ring of time. Maybe it is time for a release, or maybe it's time to accept somebody into your life. We will see what comes out. And of course, acceptance is just a massive you know, thing in relationships, accepting somebody for what they are, what they aren't, for their, you know, their lessons, the things that they need to work on as well. Let's get your overarching tarot card out, Capricorn. Turning over, I have got the Chariot card of Cancer, number 7 in the Major Arcana. Well, guys, you know, it could be a ring of time, because the Chariot is an energy of moving on. It can be moving away or can be moving towards. Sometimes it's about leaving a comfort zone or a sense of home behind in order to claim a victory, which could be a new love, it could be a new beginning. We're going to see what comes out of the tarot story. It talks about the fact that you move ahead with pace once you've made a very clear decision, right? We don't need to be, you know, indecisive, and if we can not be in two minds, if we can overcome the duality, that's when we move forward, you know, in clarity. Some of you may be relocating, moving home, you know, moving to be with someone, moving out of a home. I'm not too sure what direction this is going on, but it is an energy of moving to claim victory. There's a beautiful energy. Let's go to the tarot. I'll be shuffling these out till the first one falls or flips. First of all, drawing you the recent past moving up to the present situation. Look at the energy surrounding this. It's turning over in my hand. It is the Devil, the card of Capricorn in the Major Arcana. Okay, let's go for the blocks, obstacles or challenges. I have the Six of Pentacles. Let's look into your person's energy, whether you know them or not. I have got the Page of Wands. Okay, advice from Spirit or Tarot. Four of Cups. Going for the outcome result energy, I have got Justice. Yeah, okay, it is justice time here. I am feeling more that this is a reading for those of you that are in a connection. Could be any length of time, but somebody that actually, you know, knows who this is rather than a singles reading. Clarifying now the Devil for you with the Page of Swords. Was in reverse, so that could be non-truthful communication for some of you. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. And there goes the truth. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Clarifying the Page of Wands. Four of Cups again. Clarifying the Four of Cups. That one's flipping, I'll take it. Eight of Wands. There's your moving energy. And clarifying Justice as the outcome, guys. to pull out this one. Oops, flipping over in my hand. I've actually got 2 major arcana here. Wow. The Star and the Hanged Man called Perspective in this deck. So lots of massive energies here, guys. What can I say? Yeah, I'm feeling a justice time in a situation, and I'm now going to call the Chariot as maybe a moving away to claim your victory. What is the victory that you're claiming? Karmic balancing, truth, moving out of a situation that maybe has not been giving you the full range of fulfillment that you truly desire. So in the present situation here, guys, I've got the Devil and the Page of Swords. So this is interesting, and the Page of Swords did come out in reverse, and together with the Devil, I'm kind of seeing this potentially as communication or messages that may have been levels of not quite telling you the full picture, or half-truths, or that kind of thing. And it can be coming from a place of being a little bit immature as well. With the Page of Swords, it can be it's a fresh young energy and it's upright, but it can be a little bit immature in its reverse. So somebody could be playing a few games here to kind of manipulate the situation to their advantage, right, is what I'm feeling with the Devil energy. There are levels to it, but the Devil obviously can be a situation that ultimately is not in our best interest, or the other person is kind of manipulating it more to be in, to keep you where they want. They might have other options going on, or maybe it's just their intention to control you in some way, to keep you kind of codependent to them, so that you won't leave, basically. And I kind of feel that you are seeing this, you're seeing through this. You've got the Ace of Swords here in the energy, which says that you're kind of wising up to this, you're kind of having that breakthrough and accepting that maybe this is going on, and preparing to make the move. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm just reading the energy of the cards that I see here, but that is what is coming through at the moment. So in your blocks, obstacles, or challenges, seeing the truth, having that breakthrough, having that revelation and accepting it is what's coming through for the Ace of Swords. And there's a real sense here that the scales were really out of balance here, because somebody was trying to hold all the power in the situation, so it ends up being a power play, or it ends up being out of balance. I think that person kind of wanted you to be, look at the 2 beggars there, look at the 2 lovers here. It's like they are master and you are kind of the martyr here, or they are in control of you. They are the puppeteer and they are the orchestrator of the situation. So I'm kind of sensing here, Capricorn, that, even though I know that is your energy in this reading, the Devil, I'm really feeling that, there is an element of control in this situation and miscommunication. Hey, you know what? I have to say it, Capricorn, it could be you doing this to somebody else with your card here, right? So it's time for things to balance up. There's some karmic balancing big time that needs to happen in this reading. I mean, look at this. We've got Justice here holding those scales. And in karmic balancing, it works out for the person who it should do, not for the person who wants it. So time to get things aligned so that we can have a new beginning. And this is where it's like truth coming out, truth's exposed. It's all about moving into honesty, and there might be some communication that really cuts through the situation that needs to be had. It's time to lay a boundary here. Now in your person's energy, they've got the 4 of Cups, and we've got that twice, and we've got the Page of Wands. So, the 4 of Cups kind of says that they are not fully emotionally fulfilled either in this situation, and they may have kind of started to remove their energy from the situation and explore passions elsewhere. Maybe that is why, there's this kind of power play going on here. They may also have other interests in other areas. I'm kind of thinking it is very possible that they are on the receiving end of this as well, and that's why they're kind of feeling like, well, it's spilt cups here, and I'm not really feeling that level of heart connection that I should. And because of that, they start to look elsewhere, explore other territories, extend their passions in other places, maybe trying to 1, 2, 3 manifest a connection in another area. So we just need to be careful that it's not our behavior that's kind of making somebody feel like they need to move on. So it could quite possibly be that it's the other person's energy that's making you feel like this, and that's why, you know, you're wanting to move on and claim your victory, which is actually, you know, great fulfillment and a fulfilling relationship. You've got 3 indicators of victory in this reading: the Chariot, the Ace of Swords, and the energy of Justice. So in the advice from Tarot, we've got the 4 of Cups again and the 8 of Wands. It's really saying that, you know, we're going to have to you know, change or move on from the situation in order to find fulfillment. The 8 of Wands is another energy that is really about potential relocating or like shifting really quickly. It can be divine intervention as well, some kind of breakthrough. It could be with the 8 of Wands, it can be a message coming through, a truth revealed that, you know, finally makes you think, okay, well, I really, not only do I need to pull back my energy from the situation, but it's actually time to call justice on it. That person is probably going to keep trying to reconnect with you, apologize, come in with new offers, but again, you know, you are now really firmly focused on, there is something better for me elsewhere. You know, this ring of time is coming to a completion, and I'm accepting that it's time to come, you know, get into that Chariot and move forth. So in the advice, no, it's the outcome. The Star, Perspective, and Justice. Yeah, I mean, I think perspective is about, you are now seeing things from a different viewpoint, and the different viewpoint is, I feel like before you might have been, you know, accepting of this behavior and thinking, oh, you know, maybe I can stay in this, you know, I'm aware of it and that's all good. But now the perspective has changed to an acceptance of, actually, no, I need to do something about this and I'm not okay with it. So the Hanged Man asks you to, you know, review the information at hand and then make a decision to move forward. And it also talks about that piece of information, that truth, that insight that is going to land for you. That's the aha moment or the light bulb moment that helps you release and surrender to bringing justice to the situation, which I think is a potential ending and moving on. They talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, and it really is that process of going through the grief cycle till we end up at acceptance. And it's through acceptance, which we have as an oracle card here, that we surrender to the fact that, no, actually it's time, it's due time to bring the big change, the big modification here, so that I can have my rebirth and I can move towards my divine wish fulfillment. So justice is about, bringing in that change. Can be legal proceedings for some of you if you are married to this person, divorce, separation, all of that kind of thing. This is about karmic balancing and righting the wrongs that may have been done to you and claiming that victory. So that's that energy. And it's interesting because the Star follows on from the Tower and the Major Arcana. So some of you may have either experienced a Tower moment with this person in the past or, you know, throughout this process. But this really means that healing, that rebalancing, that rebirth is, you know, already upon you. It's that great soothing, you know, cooling Aquarian energy here. It talks about feeling into the vulnerability, but rising up through that to the new beginning in the direction of your divine wish fulfillment, that bigger dream that we see you manifesting there under the tree by looking at those 3 cups. So Capricorn, let's get the romance angels out to finish up. Unrequited love. Yeah, exactly. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You know, that could be why there's, you know, exploring passions elsewhere, or it might not be the attraction or chemistry. It's just that, you know, there's too much water under the bridge because of this coming out. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Well, I feel like after the heaviness of the situation, you know, that it would be good to invite more playfulness, Capricorn, into your life. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, don't lose hope. I mean, I really feel that there will be a great love for you in the future, Capricorn, but just maybe that is the victory that you will be claiming by moving away from this one. Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope this reading provided you with some insight and guidance. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective. It won't resonate with everyone. It resonates for those it's meant for. And Capricorn, I will see you throughout the month here for plenty more readings.